Hi, Jim Van Zandt here, Carlisle United Methodist Church, one of the pastors, with Sermon in 3 Minutes. Last Sunday was Thanksgiving Sunday for us, so we talked about gratitude. And one of the stories that I lifted up was a story probably very familiar to you. One of my favorite parables in the New Testament that Jesus told, and it's the parable of the prodigal son. You may probably know all about that story. Wealthy landowner, I call him the rancher. He's got 2 sons, and as was the custom there, the sons were going to split the inheritance. The younger son can't stand being on the ranch anymore, asks for his inheritance first, goes off to the bright lights of the big city, and if you know the story, squanders it all and ends up working for a pig farmer and eating out of the same trough that the pigs eat out of. And so he wants to go home. Doesn't know the reception he's going to get from Dad. Doesn't know what his older brother who stayed on the ranch is going to think. But as the story goes, one of the ranch hands sees the youngest son coming up the lane. Father comes out, is so overjoyed, decides he wants to have the biggest party the ranch has ever seen. And so it's the biggest barbecue that they've ever had there on the ranch. You know the story, the older brother gets upset about it all. He reasons this is so unjust and so unfair, and he's so fuming mad and on his jealousy that he leaves the party. But his father goes after him, and I'm sure he sits and he listens to what his son has to say. I stayed here, I sacrificed, I worked from sun up to sundown every day. I never left your side. I've changed all the dreams in my life just so I could be here and be part of this that's part of this ranch. And here you go throwing that no good other son of yours this huge party. And the father just stops and says, son, you I always have with you. In my words now, I don't know how long your brother's going to be here. You see, he left because he grew up in your shadow, and he just couldn't measure up. I love him as much as I love you, but he doesn't think I love him. I'm having this party for me because I'm so overjoyed, because what I once thought was lost is found and is back again. So won't you please come back to the party and celebrate with me what I have found. See, in terms of gratitude, the older brother couldn't see beyond his own feeling and his own selfishness. A couple of things we need to remember. All that we have is from God. While the older son was fuming about the fatted calf and the big barbecue for his brother, he forgot about all the food that was in the freezer. He forgot about the 1,000 head of cattle that were on the hills that were going to be his. And also, his ingratitude blinded him from receiving grace from his own father. His father could have gotten very, very angry with him and maybe said to the older son, go away from me, but he didn't. He listened to him. He understood where he was at, and he extended grace to him. But the older brother was blinded by it because of his own selfishness. He couldn't get out of his own way. A couple of things we do need to remember in our own lives. All that we have in ours from God. And sometimes if you're only focused on yourself, you can't see the blessings that are bestowed upon us every day. Make this Thanksgiving a really great Thanksgiving. Bye now.